How's it going, everybody? It's Maxi DJ here. Here with another video. This time it's gonna be a little tutorial video because I haven't uploaded in like a month because I've gotten very lazy and I haven't been doing my job. And yes, just a quick disclaimer: I'm very sorry for the bad quality because I'm on PlayStation VR still. Waiting for the new PlayStation VR to come out. I'm sure it'd be a lot better if I was on that. So. Here I am, just bear with me, and at least you guys get to see my point of view of what I actually do and what I type and everything, and yeah. So, today's video will be based on CV1 doors, rotating doors. I've made other videos on how to make sliding doors, so just figured why not put a rotating door. This is also just for beginners that are trying to get into more of the gadget side of knowing how to open up a door, per se, right? I'll try showing two different ways. I have a set example in my inventions to show you the first step of actually, or the first way of just walking towards the door, it opens, and yeah, so on. I'll let you. I'll show you guys it when we get in the other room. Just say if since you guys are already here now, please hit the subscribe and like button. You guys will not regret watching this. It'll be very helpful and useful. So without any further ado, without more talking, I'll see you guys in the other room. Alright guys, so now that we're here, here we are. My point of view, sorry I don't have a camera just to face me. Like I said, I'm on PlayStation VR, so you just have to work with what I've got going on here. So this is just a point of view. So we're going to be sitting in my workshop. What I'm going to be having to do is I'm going to spawn in this invention that I just saved. Because I was in the other room and then I got this saved real quick before I started the video. And let me place it down on the ground. Alright, so here we have a door, just a regular door, nothing too fancy. Walk into it, it opens, right, and closes when you walk out. So this is the first step, and then I don't have another example to when you touch the door handle, it'll open. But I'll be showing you this way and then showing you the other way, so let me just... Actually, I'll just move this one out the way real quick, and then we can get started with doing this. Okay, so first things first for what with what I do is go to my palette on here, and then I go to circuits V1, and then I scroll down to gizmos. Get yourself a rotator and just spawn one in just like so, and just leave it off to the side for right now. It's always good to have some other things just there, you know, for when you actually need it. And then we're gonna need a state machine. So go down to other chips when you're on circuits V1. Go down to other chips, and then you want to go over to state machine. Go ahead and spawn yourself in one of them. Then, as you're on your other chips once again, take out a state chip. So then you want to just spawn them in, just like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let me just move this up. Okay. So basically, these are just the things that you need. You just need yourself a state machine, 2 state chips, and a rotator. Actually, while your rotator is out, go to configure on your tools. You click tools on the bottom of your maker pen and then hit configure. Go up to your rotator. Hit configure on it. And if it doesn't go to your configure, just go down the bottom, click on configure, and if it says rotator on the top, then you have it selected. So just underneath acceleration time, it says move to target. Click on that. Now you should have 3 pins here. You have a red, green, and blue. The blue is the extra option, just in case you want to do some other unique things with it. So now that we got our gadgets out and ready to go, I was going to actually copy that door, which I might do very quickly, instead of me having to make another full-blown door. And so it won't have to be, I'm just going to remove this out the way real quick. Okay, now we have our door. First things first that I would like to do, it also depends on which way you want to rotate, but just to have it how I have it now, I'm just going to leave it. So if I leave my rotator on this side, or just facing up with this white part on the top, it'll come my way, and if I flip it upside down, I think it should go that way, but I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna say it does. But just for right now, just for testing sake, I'm just gonna do this just because we're doing it in the video. Alright, so what I just did there was position the rotator in the door, lined up straight with it, and the white pin, just you want it in halfway, because if not, you're gonna, if you put it like way out here, you're gonna have the door move very weirdly, and it's just not gonna work out. So I recommend just having this straight in the middle as possible, as best as you can. Just as long as you have this white part in the door, you'll be good to go. So for starters, I'm going to do go back to your maker pen palette. Go down to where is it? Math chips. You want to spawn yourself in a Boolean chip. Put it at the very top. Okay. Now, once you have yourself a Boolean chip, now you actually have your what the Boolean chip does, it prevents these two from flickering on and off. So now, when you want to go in your maker pen, go to your wire, wherever it is, wire, okay. Now, go up to your state machine and just go in the middle of your state machine, hit your trigger. Now you want to start wiring to the first state chip that will be your close, which I will name these to make it a little bit easier. And then you want to wire your other state chip to the next one, which will be your open, and then wire it back. Now, once you've wired these two together from your state machine to your state chip and to the other state chip, wire these two. Now you should have two arrows right in between the state chips that you've just wired. Now, what I'm going to do is name these state chips. Let me disconnect this quickly. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, go back to my configure real quick. Alright. Let me reconfigure that quickly. I'm going to go down, and state chip name will be close. I did not spell that right. Close. There we go. Okay. Now we go to open. Type this one in to say open. Alright. Now we have ourselves open and closed. Now, here's where the Boolean chip comes in play. Go back to your wire on from your maker pen, and go up to the green pin on the right side. You have yourself a red and green. You go to the green pin on the bottom, hit your wire, and wire to the very top arrow that is pointing towards the close. So, once you have that down, it's going to be staying on open no matter what. So until we start configuring things and start connecting stuff, it'll make sense once we get to it. So first thing is first, you want to go to your configure on your maker pen. Go down to your closed. Alright. Now once you're on closed, for your value 1, you want to hit 1. Just hit the plus on the side. And what I'm going to do is quickly is look at something here. Where is my target to angle, and then we have rotation speed. Okay. So when you're configuring close, you do +1. Target to speed, your value 2 will be the speed, the minus speed. And then I think for the value 3, you don't have to do anything about that, because if you have the minus on the target on value 3, you're going to have your door spinning just constant. So if I get this wrong, you guys will see me adjust this and do it with me, because I feel like I'm going to mess up. But, you know, that's just, it's part of the plan. Not really. But anyways, so for your value 2, because since the rotator moves so fast, you want to go a lower number. We'll just go with 10. -10. Put your -10 in there. And we'll go with that. Now, moving on to the open. Configure open. Okay, once you're on configure to your open state chip, +1. Now, with the value 2 on your open chip will be just the +10, just put 10. And then for your value 3, you want it on a 90 degree, so we'll go 90. So yeah. So if I can look at this again. Where is it at? Wire. There it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy this quickly so I can just take a good look at this. So just to do another little example here. So what the 1 will be for the open, it's to go on and off. So that way with the closed chip, it's always going to be active, and so will the open, just so it goes on 1. And then with the 10, so we have -10 and +10, which is the speed, and you want it to go in the same speed. And the rotation. Rotation will be on a 90, which is on the open, and then the minus for close you do not want to mess with, because like I said, you will be going, your door will be going insanely going in circles. So now that we have our stuff together, let me get rid of my palette. Now you want to go to your wire. Now come over, once you're in your wire, what you'll notice on your state machine is that if you hover over your red pin on the top right, you see 1, which is a +1, which is what we've put for the minus and plus. And then for our green pin is the 10 speed, and then the 90 turn. So before we do that, before we start wiring, what you want to do is go to your, if you haven't already, wire your rotator to your door. Now you should have this little red line going towards the middle. Once you see that, that means you've done something good. Now come back to your state chip and or state machine and wire your red pin to red pin, green to green, and then blue to blue. Now it should open automatically, and like I mentioned earlier, is that if you have this facing up with the white side up, it will always come towards you. If you want it to go the opposite direction, you want to flip your rotator upside down, but it is very optional. Don't have to, but that is up to you. So now that we have this down, how do we prevent this from staying opened? Well, you want to go ahead and go to your palette and find yourself a trigger volume. Okay, go to your palette and then go to other gadgets, scroll over, get yourself a trigger volume. I'm just going to rotate this quickly so that I can easily wire these facing forward. Okay, and then you want to just scale this from top to bottom. Probably the door length of how wide it opens, just like so, and then get that yellow square in the middle. Okay, so now that we got that, anyways, go back to your wire once you're done all that, and then now this is where the bottom arrow between your open and closed state chip comes into play. Go ahead and wire your bottom arrow, which is pointing towards the open, and wire it to the middle of your trigger zone, trigger volume, and bottom arrow to green pin in the middle of the trigger volume. Once you've done that, you're good to go. Not quite. Go to your Boolean chip up here, come to your top left red pin, and then wire it to the middle of the green one, just like so. Now your door should be closed. Now every time you walk towards it, it should open and close. Now if you want to know now the other way of doing this, to just touch it and it opens it, I'm going to scale this down real quick. I'm just going to use the same one. I'm going to make it the size of the door handle here, because we're just going to be touching the door handle. Alright, so our door handle is there. I'm just going to move this back so that there's two sets of examples, because this is the one I just showed you. Now I'm going to show you the one where you just touch it. Now, if I can remember correctly, you unwire this, it's going to start spazzing out. Yes, I get it. Okay. If I'm fully correct, you wire this to your red pin, and that's your state machine that you're wiring it to, because it's the enable up on the top left there. So I just picked up my home map. Oopsies. And then if you touch it again, it should come back. But you want the trigger volume to go with you, or with the door. So come back to your rotator and wire your rotator to your trigger volume. Alright, now once you did that, it should go with no matter what. So when someone opens the door, like, oh, I gotta close the door, they open it, or they close it, and there you go, it has it closed. So this is the basic step of actually making yourself a rotation door. Just pause the video if needed. If you guys need to, go back in the video and follow the steps that I did. I did everything right, 100%. This is legit. This is the newer updated Rec Room version. As you can see, the maker pen is different and such. So if there's any other questions and concerns, and if it's not working for you, just let me know in the comments below, just so I can maybe give you a little guide on what you should be doing. With just touching the door handle, you have less to do. Just really, you don't have to have the bottom one wired, and then just wire the enable on the state machine, and then there you have it. So that is how you make the walk-in door opening on its own when you're just there, and this one by touching the door handle. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope this was useful. And please leave a like and subscribe if you guys thought if this tutorial was useful. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's Maxi DJ out, and see you guys in the next one.